Hey, welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Floyd, and I'm at actually Starbucks. I actually did a previous video. I was about to go to my Airbnb. I'm here in Waverly, but right now I'm at Melrose Arch. Reason why I'm still here, I just look at my phone and there's load shedding, which means it's a blackout, and the electricity don't come back till another 2 hours or so. So instead of me going back to the Airbnb and there's no TV or anything I could do, I would just chill here and make another video. So I guess I'll tell you about a little bit about Waverly. Did I say Waverly just now? The name is Waverly. Waverly. Okay. I have an accent. Pronunciation is horrible with me. But it's spelled Weaverley. Waverly. And Waverly, I think I mentioned this in another video. It's a suburbs in Johannesburg. And yeah, and it's pretty close to Melrose Arch. I did wanted to get to stay at the Marriott, which is like right across, right over there. Can't really see it unless I turn the camera. Well, actually, there's a building that is blocking the Marriott, but it would have been like, I guess, double or triple whatever I'm paying for the Airbnb. And the Airbnb I'm staying at here in Waverly, it's pretty nice. It's a huge. The owner of the property, it's like a huge yard, land, whatever. It's like 2 acres of land.
Also
And
very private.
yeah, it's also very, very private. All of the places here are private. I love this setup with the electric fence and all of that. And some places have a security in front of it. Then it's like a double security, like, double barrier, because you have like a security person in a booth. And then you have like these high fences with electric wires and stuff. So it's like double protection, you know what I mean? So the property is like huge, and the owner of the property is like so nice, extremely nice. Like, she actually greeted me when I came, and all of the other Airbnb I stayed at, I didn't add greeting like that. And her entire family, it's really, really nice. I'll put a picture up here with the Airbnb, and I do recommend people to actually book with I think her name is Karen, to book with her. Her place is amazing. The only downfall about her place, they have a kitchen, but there's no stove. So you gotta eat out every day. But you're in this area, why not? The place is huge. It's huge. So one bedroom, but it's big. Like, the living room, you could put so much into it. It's huge. And they actually they live at the back of the property. They have like other properties, other buildings on the property. Am I saying that right? Other building on the land, right? Or property, whatever. But they're all like, like Airbnb, little, like a kind of like, have little houses and stuff. I think you're allowed to do those kind of stuff here in Africa. I think if you do something like that in America, like a bunch of different houses on one land, I think you'll pay property taxes for every one of those places. But since it's like secluded and secure here, I guess you could do whatever you want on your land. And that's what I like about the African continent. Like, you could just build, you know what I mean? You could just buy a piece of land and build your house however you want it. And I also noticed in the Waverly area, like some people fences have like this thing, it says like borehole, which means they use water from the earth, right? Those borehole signs.
No.
Yeah. So they use like the natural water from the earth, so they don't have to get like government water, so they don't have to pay for water. And that's a unique feature as well, and I kind of like that. It's kind of like self maintenance, self sustain. Yeah. So I kind of like that. The only thing I don't like is this whole whatever going on with the electricity here, with the company name is Escom, I think. Load shedding. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. But everything else I do like. what I was saying about the Airbnb, yeah. So the Airbnb is pretty cool. They have a couple of dogs. They're small dogs. They're all friendly. I met the owner, both of them, the wife and the husband. They're really really nice people. Um, what else? What else? Oh, well, I think I said this before. It's close to everything. It's walking distance to everything. I did walk around Waverly, so I have a video about that. I think I'm gonna put it up pretty soon as well. And what else? Oh, sometimes in the middle of doing some work, you're doing something on the computer, whatever. Boom, load shedding. So yeah, right. Yeah. So during the daytime, they wouldn't like turn on the generator like that, you know. But in the evening when there's load shedding, yes, they turn it on, you know. And I probably would have done the same thing. Like, you know, you have the light, you know, daylight is the best light ever. So, you know, but I guess that affects like your fridge and whatever, you know, and that all depends on how long is the load shedding. And so they have like I think an app on their phones here that tells you when it's load shedding and when it's gonna come back on and so on. So I'm guessing if it's for a long time, then whatever you have in the fridge might, you know, started to spoil or whatever. But at the longest load shedding I've experienced, it was like 6-7 hours of load shedding. And like I said, since I've been in Waverly, it's been happening a lot. But mostly, like, okay, so for instance, last night they were load shedding from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Yeah, and then, you know, I went to sleep, whatever. When I woke up this morning around like 7, they were actually load shedding. So I'm guessing sometime between 11 and 7 it went off again. Yeah, but then around 10:30 this morning it came back. And I left the Airbnb around, I would say around like almost like 1:45, something like that. I think around, yeah, 12:45, 1:45. And now it's like after 3 p.m. and there's a load shedding right now. But when I left there were electricity. Yeah. So yeah, it goes and it comes, and you just have to get used to it. But you know, this country's modernized, and if they're experiencing this amount of load shedding, imagine the other countries that are not, you know, have the capability of generating electricity for, you know, millions of people, you know, just since, you know, they have so much and they are experiencing this. Imagine the countries that don't have it. They're like in the dark most of the times, you know. But yeah, that's another issue for, I guess, the country and politicians, whatever, which I'm not gonna touch. I just want to stay on, you know, traveling experience and food, etc. Yeah. So let's talk about houses, what I've seen so far. So I've seen beautiful homes everywhere. I've seen houses in the Melville area for like, you know, 800,000 to a million rands. I've seen houses here in Waverly for around the same amount. And they are like 3 bedrooms, 2 and 3 bedrooms. Last time I was here in March, I looked at apartment, like tiny apartments in the Melrose. No, not Melrose. I'm here in Melrose, in the Rose Bank area, and it was pretty pricey for little tiny apartments. But I guess when you live in the suburbs, you get like a lot more for your money, you know. So if you can afford, if you could afford a million rands, you could get a really, really, really nice house here in Johannesburg. And a million rands at 17, 17 rands, 1 US. I don't know. I'm really mad at. I'm really not good at math. I don't know why, but I'm I'm not good with that. But I'm thinking if you have to do the conversion, if you have to calculate that, a million rands. I don't know. I'm sorry, but it should be around 80,000 US to 100,000 US. You could get a big hell of a house. Um, I prefer a house with land, but I think here in the city there's not much. There's just like buildings, just like New York, no land, whatever. So the suburbs is where you get like land and house. But if you could afford a million rands, you live comfortable in South Africa. Yeah, that's what I know for sure. Yeah, and you get more. You know, you get more for your money, right? Because in America, your house could be like, well, it depends where in America. Because in the South, you could get a house at 250,000 US, a huge house, 5, 6 bedroom, whatever, So, but then if you go to New York City, I don't think you could get a house for 250,000. New York would probably start like maybe I don't know 700,000 to a million or whatever. I don't know, maybe less, 500,000. Not a real estate person, so I'm not, you know, don't quote me on these prices. Yeah, that's just a guesstimate, about New York and the South. But, I actually see the properties here and the prices, so I'll tell you what I see. Yeah, but I know you could live comfortable here. And I did ask a couple of people about how much money they make per month here, to survive on. And first guy I asked that question to was a guy that at KFC, and he told me he made 30. What did that guy say? Yeah, guys. So that guy did told me he made like I think he said either 22 or 3,200 rands every 2 weeks. Don't know how true that is, but and I don't know whatever that in US dollars. I did ask taxi drivers, not taxi drivers, Uber drivers and Bolt what they make, and one guy told me he make like 1,000 to 1.5 thousand. What is that? 1.5 thousand is what? Oh, 1,500, right? 1,500 rands per day. But I'm guessing he did mention, paying for car, paying for petrol and whatever. So I guess the end of the day, he probably might take home half of that 1.5 thousand. So, yeah, I just asked this question to see if there's a place that I might be interested in moving to one day and kind of figure out how much I could make to survive and live here in South Africa. Yeah. But I've met people who are doing pretty well and who make thousands, millions and dollars and stuff, who are living better lives than us who are living in the West, So, yeah. Oh, the cars, they have a lot of luxury cars here. And I don't know about the other African countries, but not too far from where I'm at right now, there's a place in front they sell like all Bentley and Maserati and so on. And that's the name? Yeah. Ferraris and all the fancy cars. And these people here, they have like, you see them out with the Land Rovers, all the big fancy cars. They're telling me how good these people are living in South Africa. Don't know the payments of those cars like the US, but they are comfortable. Well, not everyone, because I've been to areas too where, you see the difference. Yeah, people are living comfortable here, driving all the nice cars, living in all the big houses and stuff. I would encourage people to start watching like these South African movies, and see how they're living, they're actually living like that for real. Like, you know, these big houses behind these electric wire fence, you know. Yeah. I hope you guys could hear me clearly, and there's a part of the video I had to cut out because of music, and I don't want YouTube to like flag the video. So it might seem like I'm off the conversation when I guess when I put this together, but you know, when I hear music I have to stop, and sometimes you start back the video and then your train of thought just lost and you start talking about something else. So yeah. But it's getting pretty noisy too because more and more people coming out, you know. It's like almost 4 now. So this is the time when people are coming out a lot to chill, have dinner, brunch, lunch, whatever. You know, they excuse me, whatever that is for them. Yeah. I'm guessing what else? What else? I wish I could have done a live would have been cool, and you know, people could have asked questions or whatever. But I don't think I have the amount of subscribers to do a live. So I'll ask you guys to please, you know, subscribe and share this video. You know, one friend, family member or something, so I could get subscribers, so I could able to do live and stuff when I travel, and people could ask questions and whatever, you know. Because I think lives are really cool, but I'm not allowed because I don't have the amount of subscribers as yet. But hopefully pretty soon, you know. Yeah. So I'll be back in a couple of months back in South Africa, and then I'm visiting another African country as well, which I'm not gonna say, but you guys will just see. And I guess whenever I'm back in South Africa, I'll be in a whole different part of South Africa. I've been in like a bunch of different parts already because I want to experience like the entire country, and you know, I don't just want to showcase all of the upscale part of it, you know. So I would start to venture out when I'm back. And like I said, I'll visit a different African country in a couple of months, and I'll do videos there, and yeah. So I do have a few countries actually I'm gonna visit. So God's willing, I'm not gonna say right now, you know. Yeah. But I know for sure South Africa wasn't one of the places I wanted to visit. I know I visited it, I so love this place. It's like, it's crazy. It just captivates me, like, you know, because we kind of like, I don't want to say brainwashed because I don't want to insult anyone, but I guess the information I had about South Africa, that it's, you know, it's violent and, you know, all these crazy stuff, which happen in every country. I live in New York. Shit happens, right? Shit happens every day in America. People take a gun and go shoot up Walmart and whatever they do. You know, I am not encouraging that. I'm just saying what happened. So please, you know, that's just something randomly came to my head, right? I'm not proposing anything like that. But, you know, these things happen in America. You know, there's a lot of mental people and just grab guns, and, you know, it's so easy to get a gun there, and people do crazy shit. So, you know, so things happen everywhere. That's what I'm trying to make. Not only here in Africa, in South Africa or the African continent, things happen everywhere, you know. So you just have to be aware of your surrounding and try to, you know, I guess whenever you go to a country, it all depends what you're looking for, you know. If you're looking for that kind of life, I guess it finds you, you know. So, yeah. But I need to start to, you know, venture out more in the US, make a lot of videos about, you know, in the US as well, you know. Yeah. I'm trying to do like travels now, but you know, I started this with food, and yeah, but I will actually stick with both food and travels, you know, because that's my love, you know, food, and yeah. So guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with at least one friend. And until next time, guys,